Hey everyone, welcome to another draft, and we've opened a pretty nice rare, and I'm not going to feel too bad about taking it. I mean, obviously it's a bunch of ticks, but it's also probably the best card in the pack. I've also never had the chance to play it in any format. In fact, no, that's a lie. I once ultimated my opponent's Venser in a standard game because I stole it. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to take the Venser just because it's probably the best card in the pack, and it's also worth a lot, and I've never played with it before. So not much discussion to be had here. It is quite a deep pack though, like Trinket Mage, Sunspear, and Disperse and Throwing Bird I guess would all be fine for me, so I wouldn't mind any of them tabling. Like, I'm not saying they will, but Blue's quite underdrafted online, so like there's quite a commitment for a first pick, but obviously it's not the end of the world if I don't go into Blue-White, because like one pick out of the whole draft doesn't mean much anyway. Having said that, the best card in this pack is quite clearly the best card in the pack is white, so yeah, I guess that's pretty lucky. I will take that and keep drafting white. Like, again, there's not really much discussion to be had here. Like, if it weren't that, I might even take the Kemba Skyguard, because I do really like drafting white without Metalcraft, because you can take the cards that the Metalcraft players don't want because they're not artifacts, like Kemba Skyguard, which is kind of above the curve. Like, there are formats where a 3-man 2/2 fly gains through life is close to first pick, but obviously not in this one. And here we have a much worse pack overall. There are a lot fewer options. I guess the ones we consider would be like the equipments, so Life Staff, Accorder's Shield. I mean, Life Staff's obviously the better than that. And Lens, which is kind of you either love it or hate it. I happen to not hate it, I guess. I don't really like it. I only really play it in Infect, and even then I might not play it if I don't have Tangle Angler. So yeah, I'm just going to take the Life Staff. Again, the Metalcraft cards are always better when they're artifacts, so Kurtak and Forger are actually not that good. So yeah, I'll just take the Life Staff and see how it goes. Then we have, I guess the most playable cards here are indeed artifacts. And it's Tumble Magnet or Chrome Seed, really. I mean, Tumble Magnet, you'll know already by now, I'm sure, that I don't really like that card, and it's also pretty bad in a defensive deck, and having Razor Hippogriff and Venser, which happen to combo quite nicely together, that's worth noting. I think it might be better to take the Chrome Seed, although having said that, Tumble Magnet is also quite good with Venser. And being in blue, I could draft a Proliferate theme. Sorry, I'll just hide this. I've actually just talked myself into taking Tumble Magnet, because Chrome Seed's not actually that good unless you have like 16 artifacts, whereas Tumble Magnet is often mediocre but never completely bad. And yeah, I have the chance of taking Thrumming Birds and the like, so Proliferate might actually be an option. Having said that, I'm not going to take Sensor, I think. I mean, there's probably one tabling from my first pack, so I don't really need to start taking them. And Halt Order, I mean, as soon as the set came out, I thought, wow, this is insane. It's like an exclude, but actually it's not that good in this format. Like, you rarely want to pass with 3 mana up until about turn 7 or something, by which point it's kind of dead anyway. Like, it's the same reason Dispense Justice isn't that good, even though it seems good on paper. So I'm going to take the safe Mirror, even though you might know I also don't like Mirror as much as most people. Could take the Spell Bomb, but shall I live the dream? Keep that option open? Yeah, I think I should, because I've got Venser as well. Like, it's worth noting I do have Venser, which is good to proliferate onto. So yeah, I mean, I'm fine to pass up a Sea Strider and a Flight Spellbomb, so I'll keep forcing that one. And then a whole lot of nothing really. Sun Chaser might be good. Like, I might end up with a bunch of Golem Foundries, in which case Sun Chaser is fine. Like, it's still not even that good because it's not an artifact, but I think it's better than taking these off-color cards. Like, this is really good, but I don't think it's worth abandoning one of my colours for at this point. Like, it's not good enough to take over a card that I'll probably play. And there's a Golem Foundry I was talking about. And yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I've jumped onto the ship now, there's no reason to abandon. So hopefully I can get something spicy going with this and not just a standard Infect deck. I mean, I might lose horribly round 1, but at least I'll have had fun doing it, hopefully. It's also something I've never really drafted before. Like, I've tried to, and it never really worked out. I always end up with something like 3 Golem Foundry, 2 Steady Progress, and I just think, well, it's not really worth it. I'll just play the other cards, and these can stay on the board. I always chicken out at the last moment. So, I'll try and not do that this draft, just for the sake of the video, really. Ah, right. Geth, Lord of the Vault. I don't really want to take it. I mean, because if I take it, I almost definitely won't play it. I'm kind of committed to my colours at this point, and my strategy. And so, I kind of don't want to take it, because I'm doing a video. Like, I probably would just hate it out the pack, normally. But because I'm doing the video, I kind of want to forget it's there and take the Silvermere, which would be much better for me. Because I need artifacts for the Golem Foundry now, and I also need ways of kind of being able to curve out. Yeah, the Sky School's pretty good too, but it might table because blue's so underdrafted. Yeah, I don't think I can justify taking Geth purely as a hate draft. Like, only one guy's going to get it, and he might lose round 1, he might not draw it if he plays against me. Like, there are a lot of things that could happen. Oh man, having said that, am I really going to pass Geth and then Skin Render? Yeah, I can't really play Skin Render. And there's a Tumble Magnet in the pack, which is pretty much what we want right now. Yeah, there's an Embersmith as well, and a Slice and Twain. Like, all the good cards not in our colours, which is kind of annoying. I guess that first pack I passed with, like, Trinket Mage and Shikari, everyone thought, well, blue-white's open. Annoying. But yeah, I kind of just want to keep doing this. Oh, there we go, there's an Arrest. I guess it's not too bad. But, I mean, this pack's really empty other than Arrest, so that was a gift. Hopefully we can get that on Geth. Or is it Get? I don't know. A Quarter Shield or Sky School, I guess. This is an artifact, but it's not good enough to warrant taking it over the Sky School. A lot of Untamed Mites going around. That's the third one this round of packs I've passed. Hopefully we don't get blown out by the poison deck with 12 Untamed Mites and the one creature that gets through. There's really not a whole lot for us, this pack. I guess it's just another mirror. I mean, it's either a mirror or a defensive Sea Strider. But I guess a mirror's more like. I'm just wondering which one. I mean, more likes to splash red, because a lot of the removal is double black, like Skin Render and Grasp. And I'll take the Rebuttal. Never terrible. And this Sky School. Or will I? Is that better than Glinthawk? What do I have? No, I suppose I have 2 Tumble Magnets and Foundry. No, Glinthawk's definitely the right pick. I used to really like Glinthawk, as you probably know if you read one of my early draft reports. Well, not reports, primers for the set. But it's kind of gone down a lot in my estimation, because you rarely have an artifact you can get back for value. It's often just an expensive flyer. But yeah, I kind of am drafting artifacts now. And I'm kind of more heavily in blue than white, because I've got the Rebuttal in the Scale School. But then I have a lot of 3-drops, and I don't know if I'll play either of these. I definitely won't play the Edgewright. No, I'll take the Skyguard. I think it's kind of there's something to proliferate. It's enough better than the Replica that I can take it with risking loss in Metalcraft. Yeah, this deck turned out fairly bad. I just didn't see any proliferators in that pack. There's not much I could have done about that. Now we need to open something like Contagion Clasp, or get past some Thrumming Birds, or something along those lines, to be able to salvage the draft. I guess that's a start. Better than Silcore. Once I'm Metalcrafted, I'd rather have a 3/3 flyer than a milling guy. And I wouldn't play either of them if I wasn't Metalcrafting, so it's kind of like Silcore's better by itself, but I wouldn't play it by itself.